my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression.
I press record. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is Rich, or Right Away. Welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video. Today I am joined with GGI Tank, if you want to say what's up. Yeah, let's restart.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Aaron or Tankid. Welcome back to another Black Ops 3 update video. Today, I'm joined with my good buddy and fellow BO3 YouTuber Right Away. Say what's up.
Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
And as you can tell, today, the Black Ops 3 1.29 update has now dropped. And me and Raid both downloaded alongside the fellow BO3 players. And of course, 1.29 does open the door to many questions, so we're going to be addressing all of those today. Ray, do you want to start us off with the obvious? What do we know now, and what do you think in this, 1.29 update will come in the future, whether it's tomorrow or next Tuesday?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, today is a Wednesday as this update is dropping. We usually see our updates on Monday, and then the contents and the DLC weapons and whatnot always drop on Tuesday. So I have a feeling, nothing is going to drop today. We usually get an update one day. That takes up a full day, and then the next day we usually get the content. So I think maybe tomorrow is a high possibility that we do see some form of, content, whether that be DLC weapons, a new community contract, a new camo, a new operation. I'm not too sure, but if we take a look at the, file sizes of this update, for PlayStation 4, it was actually 1.4 gigabytes. For Xbox One, it was 2.6 gigabytes, and for PC, it was 1 gigabyte. So that's a little bit strange, just varying different file sizes. Yeah. Xbox was the biggest one, 2.6. I'm not too sure if something goes, different with updates with Xbox One or whatever. But it's just weird that Xbox One has a bigger update than PS4. But nonetheless, it's actually a very, very good sign, though, that PC is getting an update as well, because it's just in the past, when Xbox, PS4, and PC, when all three, sort of consoles get an update, it's usually a good sign that we could see some new DLC weapons, just content along across the board, for everyone to play. But for right now, the only thing that is confirmed is that the RPK is now added to zombies. So that's actually pretty awesome. We've seen this before in the past, I believe, with the AK-74U and the 1911, how they came into multiplayer first, and then a little later on, they released it into zombies, so the zombies players can also get it within the box and upgrade it and whatnot with Pack-a-Punch. So very, very cool stuff, but that is basically all we know so far. I mean, it's just a 1.29 update. Like I said, I have a feeling we will be seeing some things tomorrow, but what do you think we will see? Like, just the sizes of the updates, what do you think it probably will be? Yeah,
it was kind of strange seeing that 1.29 was such a massive spectrum in terms of the gigabyte size, because typically it's around the same. There is a couple, changes, maybe a couple hundred megabytes here, but the fact that it's such a massive change, the smallest being 1 gigabyte on PC, a little bit of a change to 1.4 gigabyte on PS4, but then a massive change, an extra almost double up on the entire size to 2.6 gigabytes on Xbox. And the fact that, of course, it is three platforms, the two consoles and PC, it does open the door to what is, supposedly going to be a DLC weapon update, which is kind of weird because we just got Operation Hive, which had the RPK, the Sten, and that Hive camo, alongside other game modes, maps, things of that nature. But it is kind of strange to see this size and this, multi-platform update when it, 2 weeks ago, maybe? Was it 2 weeks at this point when Operation came out? Yeah, so it is a fast transition time. And, even with the Black Ops 4 hype, they, confirmed that BO3 is not done. The content is still coming, which is an awesome sign going into the summer with, potential for many updates then, Days of Summer event, a whole, bunch of things going on in the COD community. It does really, keep me excited and probably keep the majority of people watching this video that do play BO3 excited for the future because there is more content coming to the game. Now, it does go back for Operation Swarm before Operation Snowblind when we had the original Mercenary AR leak that was going to be added with Snowblind with the XPR-50. That didn't happen. Then Operation Swarm happened. The Mercenary AR was not in there, whether it's the M27 or the SCAR or the MTAR, whatever DLC weapon that is. Now, could it be with this one? It's a potential at this point because I guess 3 is a charm.
Yeah, for sure. And Friday is when Operation Swarm ended, because Friday, our last weekend or whatever, that was the whole Black Ops 4 community reveal event and all that good stuff. So they announced on their Twitter, it was kind of like a weekend exclusive where they dropped Nuketown 24/7 for the weekend. We also got Quad Feed for the weekend just to kind of celebrate Black Ops 4. So they changed the featured game modes. They took out Prop Hunt as well as Fringe Nightfall. So I guess that was the end of Operation Swarm. So Operation Swarm literally just ended, and it's kind of weird, you know, it's kind of a weird transition, you know, quickly going into maybe a possibly another operation. I have no clue what it is, but I talked about this in plenty of other videos. You and I also talked about this. It could be Days of Summer. I don't think this update in particular is the Days of Summer sort of update, just because it is too early on, I feel. I mean, it is, you know, the end of May. We're going into June, and I did look up when Days of Summer started, and I believe it was sometime in July going into August. So, yeah, it's just kind of weird that, you know, this update is coming right now, but, you know, it's 1.29, 2.6 gigabytes on Xbox, 1.4 gigabytes on PS4. We could possibly see maybe 1 to 2 DLC weapons tomorrow. I have a feeling there could be something. There might be a new community contract. We just got a brand new triple play for everyone to activate too, along with last weekend, just to kind of celebrate Black Ops 4. But it is reassuring to know that, you know, Treyarch is not done with Black Ops 3. Dan Bunting, he's the co-studio head of Treyarch. He came out with a statement saying, you know, we're still not done releasing content for that game, you know, that game being Black Ops 3, which is really reassuring, and I think we could definitely see some Days of Summer events coming soon. But, you know, when they really said they're not done releasing content, I guess they really meant it, because this statement came out, what, a couple days ago, actually, and
like
there's
2 or 3.
already, and then there's already a new update. So, I guess what they're saying is true, but what kind of DLC weapons would you want to see? I think you mentioned the Mercenary AR, so what would you want to see?
I think at this point of the game, everyone is anticipating the Mercenary AR. I think it's the only DLC weapon people have in the back of their mind. Of course, they could introduce some sort of new weapon. It could be the PDW. It could be the MP7, you know, DLC weapons that were leaked and hyped prior updates, you know, maybe even a year ago at some. So it could be a multitude of weapons, but at this point, I think the general consensus around the community is that everyone wants to see that Mercenary AR. Now,
for sure,
the other side of this coin, the heads being the best, of course, with these DLC weapon updates, a ton of new stuff with these different, you know, variations of update sizes. It could mean different things. You know, it could be gameplay updates, it could be weapon buffs, weapon nerfs, and if those changes do come, which they did in, I believe, 1.26 in December, when they changed like 10 DLC weapons in the game, which drastically changed the gameplay and just the, you know, the whole class setup system for a ton of DLC weapons. They could do that again right now, and that would make a lot of sense too.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see some weapon changes as well. I mean, they tried to nerf the XMC. It still is one of the best weapons in the game after the nerf. They buffed the ICR. I think they buffed the MX Garand, the Galil, the FFAR, the HG40. So, like you were saying, they buffed and changed a lot of the DLC weapons. Now, with the Sten and the RPK coming into play and possibly a new DLC weapon tomorrow, it could change a lot of things, and they do have to balance out some things. So, we haven't seen any weapon changes since the 1.26 update, which, of course, was a couple of updates ago. This one being today 1.29. So I could definitely see some maybe weapon changes coming in this update. We don't know how much content is going to be within this update, but I think the community, the general consensus, like you said, wants to see that Mercenary AR, just because we've been hyping it up for a while. The whole leak came out with the permafrost and the snowblind operation community event sort of thing, but me personally, I would like to see a new community contract, because the last time we saw a new community contract was the winter kind of update, right, in December.
Yeah, the triple play one in December.
It's the triple play one. So that was the last time we saw sort of like a you know, community contract. And what was the challenge for that? Was that just games
I think it
played,
was
or
because it was a triple play. It was bribe, contract, and community contract, and I think it was games played, matches
It might have
played.
been just games played. We saw headshot challenges before in the past, which, you know, the zombies community can also be included in that, get headshots on zombies, so that was very, very awesome. But yeah, there's just so many possibilities to kind of go over. 1.29 update, we really don't know exactly what's going to be in the update, I guess, until tomorrow. But we've seen this before, I think, in the past. There has been Thursday DLC weapons, there's been Friday DLC weapons, so we just have to kind of wait and see. But at the moment, we can confirm that, yes, there was a, you know, a new update, 1.29. We can confirm that the RPK is now added into zombies, which is really cool. They did not add the Sten, which is pretty interesting. Just the RPK.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Yeah, it is pretty strange.
But I think it does make sense, because remember when we were playing zombies back when the contract was out, the Gobblegum contract, remember that one?
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, there was a Sten-like weapon. I can't remember what the name was. It might have been the bootlegger, so maybe they don't
right. The bootlegger's already in the game.
So I think it's technically like in zombies, and then now in multiplayer. RPK wasn't in zombies. It was added to multiplayer, so they go back and forth. You know, it's like a little, I guess, trade almost, if you would.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess, you know, now that you're mentioning it, I guess the last community contract was Gobblegum, but
it was the
mainly
Gobblegum
for
one,
zombies. So if we're just talking multiplayer-wise, the triple play one that we got in December,
was,
I guess, technically the last multiplayer one. The last community contract, though, was was the Gobblegum one, which we had a lot of fun. We played a lot of
It was
zombies.
fun, yeah.
That was definitely fun, and hopefully the rewards are a lot better, though, if we get a new contract for the next one, because
I think they need that to bring the hype into the summer, especially into BO4.
Yeah, for sure. But just tons of possibilities, man. We do know that in Black Ops 4, though, there is a weapon sort of like the Scar H. I believe it was called the Rampart 17. So maybe we could see maybe like a Scar kind of hinting like Easter egg, towards Black Ops 4. There could also be Black Ops 4 Easter eggs within this update, somewhere around the maps. We really don't know. I mean, Black Ops 4 and is coming out, pretty soon, I guess, in October. So there could be hyping it up, maybe some new Easter eggs. The last Easter egg we saw with Black Ops 4 was the quad feed medal, and that's still the BO4 logo, the quad feed medal too. So plenty of possibilities, man. We kind of just have to wait and see and kind of just play it out. But hopefully tomorrow, if they do drop anything tomorrow, of course, me and Tankid, we will be uploading videos on everything that drops tomorrow. So make sure you guys are subscribed to both of us, turn on those notifications, and I guess that is pretty much it. So any final words, about this update? What would you like to see?
I'm excited, but I'm also anxious because the gigabyte sizes are so different. It does really open the door to more random possibilities. If it was all the same, I think it'd be a pretty consistent, analysis of this update when it's just going to be a clear-cut, 2 DLC weapons, maybe a camo. But with this range of updates, I don't know if it's gameplay, I don't know if it's weapons, I don't know if it's BO4 base, if it's a camo, if it's 2 weapons, if it's an operation. There's just too many, possibilities on this one. So
for sure,
I am excited to see what they do add, but I am anxious to see if they kind of, drop the bar a little bit lower and don't, come through with the best things that they could right now.
Yeah, and I feel like just in the past, when the update actually drops the day before, I feel like the DLC weapons usually get leaked at some point, and the DLC weapons, nothing has gotten leaked right now.
And it's been about an hour.
Yeah, and it's been about an hour since the update has dropped. So if there is any new updates today regarding any more leaks, regarding content tomorrow, we will definitely make another video. But that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like if you guys are excited for the 1.29 Black Ops 3 update. Like I said before, if anything drops tomorrow, Tankid and I will be uploading videos, a ton of videos, and bring you guys some awesome BO3 content. Make sure you guys are subscribed, turn on those post notifications, and we will pretty much see you guys next time.
Peace.